Oh, kids, guys, tired with bedtime stories. You know, I was at the library the other day on base at Fort Campbell, and I was reading 101 Dalmatians based on the movie Walt Disney. You ever seen 101 Dalmatians? I told you several stories in this one. As you can see, so go to the library, kids, find your bookstore, and check out a book. Story of Walt Disney. Nearest you. This one tonight is gonna be Dumbo. You ever seen the movie Dumbo? Walt Disney, check it out. A brand new act. Let's see. Look at that. Carrying on. Let me see here. Camels, horses, elephants, and bears. So on. Stepped out of the circus train as it pulled into town. The big top tent went up and performers began to practice. How many of y'all been to a circus? You ever been to a circus? You should go see one. Oh boy, man, all the tricks and stunts they can do. I know several close friends who work at a circus. It's a lot of work to put a circus together. Everyone's busy getting ready for the circus first show, everyone that is, except Dumbo. The flying elephant he just watched quietly. Hey, Dumbo, why so glum? Timothy Mouse asked. He paused. Oh, I know, he said, you're tired of your act, aren't you? I suppose you want to try something new, something more exciting. Dumbo nodded, he said, and Timothy stepped into the tent. They saw pretty wild horses rehearsing their act. Dumbo loved watching the horses prance around. They ring in their fancy hair dresses and saddles. I think you'd be good at this, Timothy told his elephant friend. You could be Dumbo the elegant elephant. Look at that. See, Dumbo? There's Timothy the mouse. Trying to explain to him how things should be. You see that? Look at that. Timothy fastened his saddle and a bridle and feather onto Dumbo. Now just keep your head up, he instructed. You'll be great. Dumbo stepped into the ring with the horses. The circus monkeys had followed Dumbo into the tent. They thought the elephant looked silly marching with the horses, so they started giggling. Dumbo didn't pay any attention to them. He just focused on the act. But after a few minutes, he tried over his ears and fell. The elephant looked at Timothy Mouse and shrugged. Don't worry, Dumbo, the mouse said. We'll find a new act. That's more your style. The two friends went back to another ring inside the tent and watched the trapeze artist swing above them. Your ears won't get into any way there, Timothy explained. Dumbo the acrobatic elephant had a nice ring to it. After the performers were done, Dumbo flew to the platform and grabbed a trapeze. 1, 2, 3, go! Timothy Ash shouted as Dumbo swung through the air. Timothy pushed his second trapeze toward him. The little elephant caught it with his trunk, but now he was stuck in midair, holding two trapezes that swung from opposite sides of the ring. Let go of one trapeze, Timothy yelled, but Dumbo couldn't hear. Let go, the mouse repeated. Dumbo let go of both trapezes at the same time. He fell toward the net below. When he landed, the net sank away. Down, then whoosh, Dumbo bounced away, way up, and sailed toward the top of the tent. The monkey shrieked with laughter. See Dumbo trying to do that act? Look at that. See that? See the three monkeys? When Dumbo reached the top of the tent, he began to fly. Way to go, Timothy called as the elephants flew toward him. The monkeys cheered. A few minutes later, Dumbo spotted the bear family entering the ring. The youngest bear was leading a new act. He was trying to roll a barrel while balancing on it. It wasn't easy, but at last he succeeded. Then Timothy and Dumbo watched as the entire bear family rehearsed their act. The bears juggled while they rode unicycles. It looks like a lot of fun. See the unicycles? Imagine bicycles with no handles. Oh all trying to balance themselves doing acts, throwing balls in the air. You see a lot of this at circuses. Sometimes I see a bear do too. Or an elephant. Timothy stroked his chin thoughtfully. I bet you could do this. You could be Dumbo, the balancing elephant. So Dumbo hopped on the unicycle at first. He was a little wobbly. Then he got his balance and began to pedal. Dumbo rode proudly across the ring. But he was so excited that he forgot to watch where he was going. Where he was going, he was headed straight toward the snack bar. Dumbo, look out! Timothy shouted. Dumbo didn't know how to stop the throw. Bam! The unicycle hit the side of the ring. The elephant sailed through the air and landed on the snack bar with a crash. Dumbo wasn't hurt, but he was covered in cotton candy. Oh dear, Timothy fussed, trying to wipe off the mess. You need a good bath. Hurry, it's almost showtime. See Timothy cleaning up Dumbo? Look at that. He didn't do the trick right. Better luck next time. Now that's a friend, someone who's willing to help you get up even when you make a mistake. Going down. Dumbo went to clean up in the tub just outside the tent. The band began to rehearse, and one of the monkeys stuck a banana in a tuba. When the tuba player blew a note, the banana flew out, and another monkey caught it. Dumbo and Timothy saw that what had happened and couldn't stop laughing. Then the little elephant had an idea. When the band left to change into their uniforms, Dumbo filled his trunk with soapy water and poured it into the band's instruments. The band returned shortly after and began to play as they marched into the circus ring. With every note bubbles poured out the instruments, the audience went crazy. Then Dumbo filled his trunk with soapy water again and flew into the circus ring. The audience cheered wildly as he soared over them. He blew the bubbles into the circus tent. It was filled with them. Everyone loved the act. They clapped and waved and tried to catch the bubbles. You see Dumbo flying through the air with the bubbles? Look at that. You see that? Going through the air. Doing an amazing performance stunt. Wow, Timothy exclaimed when Dumbo performance was over, you're Dumbo the flying elephant with bubbles. I think you finally found an act. That's just your style. Dumbo smiled happily. It was a great way to end the day. Now, you see, you wish with all your heart. Miracles do happen every day. All you gotta do is just pray. Pray, as most people do, that things happen. Especially those without parents. I pray you will find some worthy of you. After all, I could hug every single kid of you out there. I'd wave my hand, and it would be wanting you, every single one of you, to find what you most want in life. That's why it's important to stay in school. Carrying on. I thought I'd read another story since we have time. Let's see. A Day with Papa, based on the Walt Disney movie Bunnies, starring Thumper. Thumper was terribly excited. You ever seen the movie Bambi? You should see the movie. Or check out the book at the library or bookstore nearest you. If you're not near a bookstore or where you're out in the middle of a desert, you can always ask an adult to order you one. Walt Disney book. Go to barnesandnobles.com. It's a great way. Thumper was terribly excited. He and his dad were spending the day together. Just the two of them. Papa and I are going to have some great adventures in the forest, he told his sisters. Thumper wondered what Papa had planned. Maybe that would climb a mountain or explore a cave together. I thought we'd gather some greens for supper, Papa Bunny said, remembering eating greens in a special treat. It makes long ears and great big feet. Yes, Papa, said Thumper, his heart sinking Thumper, and Papa got straight to work. You see that? Look, Papa getting straight to work. I thought we'd have some green for supper, Papa. Remember, eating greens is a special treat. It makes long years and great big feet. Yes, Papa, said Thumper, his heart sinking Thumper, and Papa got straight to work. That's why it's important to eat your vegetables. A little while later, Thumper wanted a nice cool drink after all. He had been picking leaves for at least an hour. Don't dawdle, said Papa Bunny. I want Papa, replied Thumper, and off he went. While Thumper had some water, he saw ducks splashing near a waterfall. He wished he could join them, but he knew that Papa was waiting, so he kept on going. Thumper hadn't had very far when he saw a frog playing ribbit, ribbit. That sure seemed like fun. Then Thumper remembered Papa hard at work. After 4 more hops, Thumper saw his friends go up. You see that? They're playing on the dock. Want to climb this tree with me? The opossum asked. Okay, Thumper said, forgetting about his papa with a little boost from his friend. Thumper was soon exploring the old oak tree. The two peered into a bird's nest. Chirp, chirp. It was up a sleep owl. Woo! The owl said. They got close, but not too close to a buzzing beehive. Bzzz. Well, it's time for me to go, the opossum said after a while. My father is waiting for me. Uh-oh. Thumper remembered his own papa. He looked down at the ground. It's very, very much far away, much farther than he remembered. How would he ever get it down? As Thumper waited, a little squirrel came by. Well, hello there, Thumper, she said. Why don't you use your claws to get down? But Thumper didn't have claws. As you can see, Thumper was trying to find a way to get off the tree. You see that? Imagine, stuck up there. And the possum trying to help him on the other end. You see that? Whatever shall we do? The possum has it cool because he can hold on with their tails. You see that? Look. You see that possum? He's hanging around. Thumper said, only one person can help me. She said, woo, asked the owl. My papa and Thumper silent. I thought he'd never ask, said a voice from down below. I've been looking for you everywhere. Papa, Thumper said hopefully. Yes, Thumper, it's me, Papa, Bunny replied. Now take a deep breath and look down. Thumper opened one eye. His papa was reaching for him. The ground looked a lot closer now. Thumper reached down and the swallow pulled him tight. You must never be afraid to ask them for help. I am your father and I will always be here for you, Papa, Bunny said. I know, Papa, said Thumper. Well, all work and no play makes it for a bored little bunny, said Papa. Why don't you be raced back to the meadow, then we'll explore a hidden cave. The last one there was a slowpoke. That night the bunnies ate fresh greens. Everyone agreed. They were all so tasty. Did you have lots of interest? Tessie asked. Why, yes, boasted Thumper. I even climbed a tree. Oh my, said Tessie. Were you scared? See Papa holding Thumper? Look at that. See that? What a silly question, Trixie scoffed. Thumper is never scared. Thumper looked at his dad, who gave him a big wink. Thumper grinned. He was glad he had gotten to spend the day. Now, kids, remember, y'all say your prayers tonight. Don't drive your family too crazy. You're your friends. Remember that friends and family go hand in hand. They both care about you. Even I care about you day and night. And I pray real hard that things go alright and you stay safe. Remember that God's there for you when you least expect Him, often the place where you most often overlook. Right here in your heart. So say your prayers tonight that God watches over you while you sleep and that all your dreams in the morning come true. From my heart to you, right here at home, here in Tennessee, in America, Clarksville. Much love. If you all ever want to write, I left your address. Ready? Here it is. P.O. Box 615, Fort Campbell, Kentucky 42223. Much love. So you can write my home address.